You got the touch. You got the power.
Arise, Rodimus Prime.
Optimus.
Rodimusbill here. Today we're going to do the Avengers Infinity War review. And with me I've got a few of the characters from the movie. Everywhere from the Hulkbuster, Doctor Strange, the Iron Spider, to Star-Lord, to Thor. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the movie. I'm going to explain which groups of heroes are together, where they go. We're going to go over the Black Order. We're going to go through the best group dynamic, the worst, all that other good stuff, and my overall score. Now, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, stop, go watch the movie, come back, and watch this again. Now, first I'm going to start off with the groups. First, it starts off with Thor, Loki, and the Hulk. That's when they meet the Asgardian ship and they meet Thanos. Then they get split up, and you have Thor leaving that group, and he goes to the Guardians. And then you have, on Earth, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Doctor Strange, and Wong. And they start off in New York City, and then Spider-Man joins the fight. And then later on, you have that same group. Wong leaves, and then you have that same group with the Guardians, Pete, Quill, Drax, Mantis, and Nebula. And then you have another group, you have Thor, Groot, and Rock. They go off on their own. And then on Earth again, you've got Captain America, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Vision, and Bruce Banner. Then later on, they are joined by the Black Panther, Falcon, War Machine, and Bucky. And then also, Thor, Rock, and Groot are joined in Wakanda. And those are basically the plots of the movie. Now, the movie takes place on Earth in New York and Wakanda. It takes place in nowhere from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It takes place on what I just call the Forge, where all the weapons are forged. Titan, which is Thanos' dead homeworld. Wakanda, I already said on Earth. And Vormir, which is where the Soul Stone is. Now, the different stones are, you got Thanos winds up getting all the stones in the movie. First he gets the Power Stone from Xandar. Then he gets the Space Stone from Loki, which is the Tesseract. Then the Reality Stone he gets from Nowhere with the Collector. Then him and Gamora get the Soul Stone on Valdemar, where we meet the Red Skull. And then on Titan he gets the Time Stone from Doctor Strange. And then on the end he gets the Mind Stone from Vision in Wakanda. Now, so far, I've got two all the people that disappeared, I separated into deaths and disappeared. The deaths are Heimdall, Loki, half the Asgardians, Gamora, and the Vision. Those who disappeared, I say Bucky, Falcon, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Peter Parker, Drax, Groot, Mantis, and Peter Quill, leaving only the original Avengers and Rocket left alive. Now, the Black Order. And you got 4 Black Orders. You got Ebony Maw, Corvus Glaive, Proximal Midnight, and Colt Obsidian. Now, these all make their deaths in the movie. Ebony Maw was taken out by Tony and Peter in space. Corvus Glaive was stabbed by Vision in Wakanda. Proximal Midnight, the Scarlet Witch and Wakanda threw him in the air, and a Thresher ran him over. And Colt Obsidian was crushed by the Hulkbuster. So those are the Black Order, and they all die. Now, my best group dynamic of the bunch was Tony, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Star-Lord. Every interaction with those guys I loved on Titan. The most important to the story, I would say, was Doctor Strange, Tony, and Thor. The most underused in the movie was Captain America, Black Widow, and I was disappointed Black Panther didn't have a bigger part. I thought for sure he'd have a big part. But since he just filmed his own movie, I could see why they couldn't use him. And same reason why the Wasp, or Ant-Man and Hawkeye were in the movies. They had a throwaway line saying they were on house arrest, they got families. But Ant-Man was filming his own movie, and I know Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, he was doing Mission Impossible. He's got other stuff to do too. Now, back to the most underused was, again, Captain America, Black Widow, and Black Panther. The best fight scene, I thought, was on Titan, when you had Tony, Spider-Man, Nebula, Doctor Strange, all versus Thanos. And I liked the Vision rescue in Scotland, where you had was Vision and Scarlet Witch being chased by the Obsidian, the Black Order, and then they were rescued by Captain America and Black Widow. So those are my best fight scenes on Titan and the Vision rescue in Scotland. My best parts of the movie, that whole New York battle where Spider-Man joins the fight. They got the Q-ship in space, Strange, Tony, you see all his new armor, how it's all nanoprobes and stuff. That was cool. On the ship to Titan, again, Peter Parker with a 80s movie reference to Alien. And when Thor entered the final battle on Wakanda, where he seemed to turn the tide around in favor of the Avengers. And I gotta give a shout out to Groot gave his arm to form the handle of the new Stormbreaker weapon. My worst part of the movie was Gamora giving in to Thanos when Nebula was tortured. She was ready to have Peter Quill kill her so she won't give away the Soul Stone, yet she just gave it up because Nebula was being tortured. That I thought, she exchanged her life for trillions. She exchanged Nebula's life for her own and trillions of others, which I didn't think, Gamora, if you're going to have Peter, the love of your life, kill you, why give in to have Nebula survive? I compare this movie to Batman vs. Superman. I know I'm a DC Comics guy first, Marvel second, but usually comic movies either forgettable or they're not. Most Marvel movies are pretty much forgettable, but like Batman vs. Superman is a movie they're going to be talking about for years and years to come. This movie is going to make you think about it years and years to come. You got to think about what you saw. You got to think how the actors portrayed, how they interact with each other. It's a very intellectual movie, very thought-provoking. This is a movie that you're not going to forget about. So, final thoughts. This movie totally blew my mind away. I loved it. If I give it a score out of 10, I'm going 9.5. And my predictions are everybody before the snap, Loki, Heimdall, everyone but Gamora is going to stay dead. And I also predict that Captain America, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., which is Iron Man, and Chris Hemsworth, Thor, I think that two of those Chris's are not going to make it out. Chris Evans wants to do other movies, and Captain America will be picked up by Falcon and Bucky, so I think Captain America is going to die. I think Thor, I don't know, if Chris Hemsworth likes playing Thor, I don't think he wants to shut off that book right now. So I think Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is their money man, but he makes a lot of money, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Tony's hurt, goes to retirement, and every once in a while they'll bring him back in. But I definitely think Captain America's going to die, because he's the easiest one replaceable. Alright guys, those are my thoughts on Marvel's Infinity Wars. Please comment, tell me what you thought. I want to know your favorite part, your worst part. Give me your predictions. My son Connor's here, working the camera. Connor, what was your favorite part, real quick? I know his favorite character is Black Panther.
The Wakanda battle.
The Wakanda battle. And that is my Avengers Infinity War review. Please like, share this video, subscribe to my channel. We do most of these characters right here. We've got reviews for the Hulkbuster. We're gonna do soon. Thor, Star-Lord, Spider-Man, Star-Lord. We're gonna do reviews on all these.
I did that.
Yes, Connor does a lot of reviews himself, so keep checking my channel. We do Transformers, we do DC, we do Marvel, we do a lot of stuff in these movie reviews. So once again, this is Rodimusbill saying until all are one, go see Infinity War. Hi guys, a little encore review. One thing I forgot to mention, which I thought was very pertinent to the story. Doctor Strange. He used the Time Stone and saw 14 million combinations, futures, and only one where they win. And he also said at the beginning, he doesn't care if Tony or Pete or anybody else died. His job was to protect the time stone. Then all of a sudden, he trades the time stone for Tony's life or Thanos. I think that one future where they win has got to do with Tony Stark wielding that second Infinity Gauntlet from the Forge planet and getting all the Infinity Stones back and using the Reality Stone, not the Time Stone, but the Reality Stone, to restore all those that disappeared. That is my prediction. I thought the Doctor Strange part was very important to the story, and I had to mention it. Again, I hope you like this view. This is Rodimusbill, signing out. Okay, do we have a Black Panther?
Yeah, right here.
Here, get around me.
I got him, remember?
Get back there.
Remember that one
Hey,
day that grandma
Go back
got us
there and
some?
get this set up for me.
She got me a Hulkbuster
Hey.
and...
Look at the camera. Move it around until it's good. Move it around. Move the block around.
Do you want half?
What do you mean?
Oh, shoot. You sure you're going to put the poster on one side?
No, I'm not.
Shoot.
Oh, don't worry about it. Where's all the other stuff?
I like that box.
Just move it around so you get my head with this in the background.
Do you want the Rodimus chest
Yeah, is that
piece?
good? Do you see me?
Scoot over a little bit.
No, just move it over.
No, your head. It's... Don't you want it between the R and the B? That's good. Now you're covered. Okay, that's good.
All right. Is it recording? Push stop.
Closer.
Yeah, no. Like that.
All right. Push
Stop it.
No, it said stop. Rodimusbill here. Today we're going to do the new Avengers Infinity War movie review. This is all we figured all little Infinity movie war.
Yeah.
Stop. There's one more part I wanted to mention with my review. Doctor Strange. Now this leads into my predictions how Doctor Strange went through 14 million different futures and only one where they survive. And earlier he said he don't care if Peter or Tony or
Stirred it.